Let's take a look at some of the things that I saw over the past few weeks, then I'll show you what I found. I went to this estate sale, and this previous owner had the best taste in handbags. And I'll say I do have some regrets. Let's look back at some of my previous thrift store trips. At this stop, I saw a couple of Fiesta Wear mugs. The prices were okay at $8 a mug when the retail price is just over $12. At this next stop, they had some cute home decor like this ceramic vase and these little soy candles. I looked up the retail price for each of these pieces, and a set like this would retail for over $400. So this was a great value. I always like to look at the silver and glassware. I like to keep an eye out for Rydell glasses and crystal. I didn't see any today. It's been several months since I've last seen any Waterford. I was really excited when I saw this large Waterford vase at this stop. This wasn't a bad price at $30, but this little green machine at $18 was a steal when they retail for around $100. I have been on a lucky streak with handbags, and at this last stop, they had some really nice items. Converse, a nice handbag, and please tell me this Louis Vuitton handbag is not authentic, because I did leave it behind. And after rewatching this clip, now I'm not sure. Please tell me it's fake. So I can't believe some of these bags that I found. Let's start with this bag. I ended up recognizing this brand when I saw it at the thrift store because it was one that I wanted a long time ago. I don't remember which bag I specifically wanted, but I liked their bags because they seemed so practical for travel. So this is the Catalina Deluxe Small by Low & Sons. This entire bag is 100% cotton. This brand really spoke to me at the time when I wanted it. Their story: in 2010, a 65-year-old retired mother with a PhD joined forces with her two sons to start one of the first direct-to-consumer e-commerce bag brands. Helen Lowe had back issues and needed the perfect bag that kept up with her frequent travels. Her two devoted sons, after watching their mother abandon yet another bag, her eldest son, Jan, suggested she invent one herself. In 2010, the Lowes bootstrapped their business, invested their own savings, and created Lowe & Sons. And without a formal business plan, they organically grew their business to a globally recognized brand. So that was a very sweet story. The regular retail price for this bag is $215. Right now it's on sale for $158. I ended up paying $10 for this bag. And it is literally not used. A lot of the zippers still have this on them. May have used it, I don't know. They have some receipts or tags in here. Maybe they did use it. But this bag has a zipper compartment in the front for your things. You can open these too. You can put this through your carry-on handle. It has a crossbody strap that is really nicely adjustable and has a soft pad here. It has to keep its shape at the bottom. This insert you could put in or take out. This was such a good find for travel. So excited about this find. At this estate sale, this person, you could tell, was a handbag enthusiast. They had brands from so many different designers, from Coach to Dior. I am sharing this one today because I also found another Longchamp bag at the thrift store. So I wanted to compare this with the other one that I found. I ended up picking this one up at that estate sale for $20. This one on the back says Longchamp Modèle de Pose. Sorry for any mispronunciation in advance. Longchamp is a French brand and I will do my best.
Longchamp Modèle de Pose.
From all of my research, I don't have any suspicion to think that this one is not authentic. Pretty consistent with everything that I see online. I do think the construction on this one is much nicer than some of the newer bags. The piping covering on the inside is the same material as the nylon on the outside, which to me looks so much cleaner than the bags that I see from Longchamp today. This one is different than some of the newer models in that the pocket fabric is stitched alongside the edges, which is not the case for the ones I see right now. That brings me to this find, which I found on a different day at a thrift store. I couldn't believe it because they have the designer bags were behind the register. This one managed to stay on the main floor with all the other handbags. I see that Nordstrom used to sell this one in this colorway. They don't have all the information on their website anymore. I paid $18 for this one. I went to Nordstrom. Their backpacks right now retail for $140. So you can see that it has this diamond pattern, also evident on the top handle, which is not the case on this one. But this one again is a different model. I was worried this one was fake because I'm not really familiar with these bags, so I thought that the quality of this one was worse. The fabric isn't stitched and finished at the end here. And then I also noticed that this material here wasn't the same fabric as the outside. Let's go back a few hours and I'll take you on my trip to Nordstrom and you all can see the current backpacks that they have in stock so you can look at the details on those. My understanding is that the tag on the inside has a lot of information about the bag. There are some similarities and some differences on the tag of this one and the tag of the backpacks that I saw at Nordstrom today. I'll put on the screen what each of the numbers mean. If you look at the code on the last line, here in this one, it's 1699. That's consistent with the bag at Nordstrom today. The next three numbers, in this one it's 619, here it's 919. And then the last three numbers are the color. From my research, I'll put on the screen the countries that I see that manufacture these bags. They should come from one of those locations. And then this bag specifically says YKKT. Then it should say 45 in between the zipper. Again, should have diamonds kind of that are crossing. The stitching should be very clean. The jockey on the inside of the button should be very clear. The buttons on the inside are different than the ones in the store. It says original PRYM on this one. This bottom button looks also different than the one in the store. From my research, I see that Longchamp has a history of using either buttons, but that it should be one of those two buttons. I do see someone selling the same exact style. They say that they are the original owner who purchased it from Nordstrom. Their bag looks identical to this. Oh, another thing is the inside of your bag should have this little plastic. That's on this one as well. Let's make it official and take off this tag now. At the store, I saw that they had the straps pulled all the way. You can kind of still see the lines of how it folds. You go in this way and fold it in this way. And then this piece up like this. So what do you all think? Is it the real deal or is it a fake? Same with this one. All of these are great functional practical bags. These would have all retailed for around $450 if I bought them new, and I got all of these for about $50. Let me share the rest of the things that I found with you all. Let's start out with some kitchen things. You all are probably wondering where I keep all of this stuff. The next video I'm working on is related to the kitchen, so stay tuned for that next video where I will give you all a peek at our kitchen. These are some things that I have picked up over the last several trips. I picked up this dispenser for $7. This is glass. For $7 to replace the bright pink one that we had, I will take it. White and stainless steel are my go-to things to keep things consistent looking and to be able to bring in decor through other things like linens and flowers and things like that. I got this one for $6. It's just another little thing for entertaining. The last related kitchen piece that I got was this to cut the cake. It says it's Newbridge silverware. If any of you all have any Newbridge cutlery, it looks here like I paid $8. I just took a look at the website and I see that this brand still exists and they are still manufacturing some cake knives. It looks like something similar to this is on sale right now for $52. The tag I have here from the thrift store says I paid $8, but again, I have a feeling I wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't on 50% off day, but maybe I did. I don't remember. I also picked up 2 of these acrylic trays from the estate sale that I went to. They were $4 each. I already cleaned up the other one and it's in my bathroom, so I still have to clean up some of these other things. At a different estate sale a while back, I picked up this. I am such a big fan of this brand for lighting. For us, it's important that we have some things in case of an emergency. We have a few of these in this size from this brand. I'll link it below in case you're interested, but they are so bright and you could use them in so many different ways. You could hang it from here and hang it down, so if you need it hanging somewhere, or you can use it like this, just with this handle, and it has different brightness modes. This is really bright, especially for being battery powered. We bought several of these, and then I found this little baby one at an estate sale. It does have a similar mechanism to hang it upside down. This goes in that way. And I need to add batteries in here. Okay, this little one is kind of hard to close. Couldn't figure out how to line it up. This one was listed for $8 at the estate sale, but I did get this one on a 50% off day. I know that for sure. So I got this one for $4. These are not the most affordable option for lighting, but they do have such good output that if you want something that's gonna be bright, I highly recommend this one. I can't speak to the little one yet since I haven't cleaned it up and tried it. And then the last things are some decorative items. I found this at the thrift store and I got it for $6. I think this is a beautiful shape and I already have a spot for it. And then this is for one of the projects that I'm working on that I know I still have to tell you all more about. I picked this up for that project as an accent and accessory. I found this bowl for $5 at the thrift store, and this is a nambe bowl. I'm a pretty big fan of this, and I see it at the thrift store every now and then, so I would say to keep an eye out for a nambe if you want to bring in some metallic accents. And it is something that we do use pretty often. It's both food safe and can be used for decorative purposes. I am a fan of anything that is multi-purpose, and this is one of those things where you could just have it out. And I believe part of what they market is the fact that it doesn't rust. From my experience, it does scratch up pretty easily. I have quite a few nambe pieces that I have picked up and collected over the years, so I was excited to find this for that project that I'm working on. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that I should continue making thrifting videos like this. Let me know what you all think. Are the bags authentic? Are they fake? I'm also excited to share more on our kitchen in our next video, so stay tuned for that. To those of you who've been here before, thank you so much for being a part of this community, and to those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome. I appreciate all of you. Thanks so much. I'll see you all at the next one.